What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? This is Tim with Tim's on Demand. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Especially when I'm trying to put this here on here, which I forgot to put on there. Sorry about that, guys. Come on in, guys. Come on in. Have a seat right there at your favorite place. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day to each and every one of you guys. You know, this has been kind of a medium kind of week, guys. It didn't go by too fast, it didn't go by too slow. It just kind of, mediocrely going through and enjoying this. I know a lot of people don't celebrate Christmas, but it's an American tradition, and I really like Christmas, the modern day Christmas in the last 50, 70 years, or 80 years, I should say. You know, when you usually talk to people and you say, well, Christmas, they go back way back to the Illuminati days and, 600 years. But, people don't celebrate it in that fashion and that tone. They celebrated it in other ways, you know what I mean? So, I'm just ranting right now and just talking trash and so forth. But listen, guys, this is not what this topic is about today. Today, this topic is about what society judge and watch people as. What our society today judge people as, you know? Yeah, and it's called being a loser, sometimes. Unfortunately, I would say most of the time, and they only think about a small percentage of people being winners, people who have the financial gain, the financial means, and so forth. But the thing about that, guys, that you learn in life, and I don't have to tell you this, you actually learn for yourself in life that a lot of times the people that have the financial wealth and means, whether they got it or whether it was passed down to them, their faith and fame, or most of the time that they worked hard for them, you can still be an asshole. You can still be a bad person. You can still be a loser. Okay, you just have money. And the thing that we as a society today have today that we didn't have 30 years ago. See, 30 years ago, the meaning of being a winner back then meant that you did the best that you could. You also put together a family or a foundation, or you strive to be something better. Even if you worked at a job, guys, and you were successful at maintaining a household and paying off a house note, apartment note, car, and you had this goal where you was going to purchase this item or this house or this car at the end of that said months and so forth, or a couple of years, right? That's what it meant back then to be a winner. But nowadays, if you even pay off your house to certain people in this organization due to all of these apps like TikTok and certain YouTube channel with certain content creators and certain medias, certain people still look at you as a loser, And the good thing about that I do love about YouTube is that we do have most people on here, including myself. Most people on here look at society and people and try to change that loser mentality to a positive. That's what most of us do on YouTube, and that's why I am a YouTuber, and I will be doing a live stream because I see people as winners every day. And thanks to YouTube on that for allowing us to have a platform to talk to you people, by the way, and express ourselves to you people as well, right? I want to thank YouTube for that. YouTube is a great media source, even though some people use it in the wrong way, where they use a whole bunch of platforms in the wrong way, or they use media in the wrong way, right? So what are we talking about today? The main topic is, because sometimes I get out on off the topic, and sometimes I turn and get off the road, get into that grass sometimes, and I got to turn back in, right? So let me just bring it back home to you. when people call you a loser, okay, a lot of times what you got to do is you got to do some self-reflection, some self-evaluation. Look at what's going on in your personal life, assess your personal situation so that you try to look for what people are talking about. Is it something that I'm saying wrong? Sometimes I even write a list out. And I know a lot of people out there say, well, I don't care what people say. Yes, you do. And sometimes you better say care what people say, because a lot of times that could not only affect your job, your money, or relationships or friendships with other people, but it's just something that, could be hurting you in the future as far as trying to not only obtain things, but also work with other people. You may have your own business, and this may affect you from having different clients and so forth, right? So that's very important in that aspect, that you must do some self-reflection within yourself and see why is it that certain people in certain groups are saying that I'm a loser and so forth. And sometimes, guys, it's not because you're a loser, it's because some people hang around losers and they have that loser mentality themselves. And it can be a whole group of people who have the loser, and it's not you, it's them sometimes. Okay? That's why the old saying is and it's true to the bone, to the dollar, today. Make sure you hang around people who are like-minded like yourself. I'm going to say it again. Make sure you hang around people who have the same mindset and that's like-minded like yourself, because if you don't, then you're going to find yourself in a real situation where you be around a lot of losers, okay? And you don't want that situation, to come to light on you, all right? And sometimes people who love you and people who care about you and friends and associates and so forth may see something that is negative about you too. And a true person will come up to you and say, hey, you need to address this issue. This is what's going on. And this is on the other hand now. Then you have to look at yourself in the mirror and make a change. Make that slight adjustment change. And then people will see it in you, because you don't want to go up to important people or people that you perceive as important, and they get turned off by your attitude or something that reflects on you, and you say, okay, well, I'm going to do some self-reflection to see what's really going on with me and what am I doing wrong, okay? So it works two ways in that manner, all right? So, you got to assess situations and so forth and see what's going on and why. And sometimes that takes self-reflection, taking time out, taking a step back and see what's really going on with yourself and doing a self-assessment, and also, most importantly, going to people that you trust and care about and say, hey, is this something wrong with me? Every time I approach this person in this manner, they seem to take this wrong. Be honest with me. Is there something that I'm not doing right? And you can just tell me straight up. And they say, are you sure? Yes. And then if there is something wrong with you, then that person will immediately tell you what the problem is and how to figure out and how to change it for the better. However, if not, and you explain the whole situation and what kind of people these people that are saying that about you, and this is on the other hand, by the way, then that person will tell you the honest truth is that it's not you, it's just the people that you hang out with, all right? So just do some self-reflection. And with that being said, guys, I want to thank you this happy Wednesday. Of course, tomorrow is Love Thursdays, and you know I love Thursdays, right? And I can't wait and looking forward to it tomorrow. Also, with that being said, listen, guys, I have that Fashion 101 channel up and available for you guys, okay? So go ahead and look at Tim's Fashion 101. That's Tim's, Tims, Fashion 101. I got my first video up, and I'm proud of myself for that, right? And I'm going to have some more shorts, and I'm going to also do some TikToking. All right? And listen, if this is the channel for you and you like what you hear, please consider subscribing to this channel, hitting that like button, and also hitting that notification button. That way you'll know when new content is being presented to you as well. Also, share with like-minded people like yourselves, okay? And with that being said, I can't wait for tomorrow, and I know you can't either. So, let me go ahead and say, let yourself out. That's right. Go ahead and let yourself out, guys. Go ahead and open that door. Make sure you close it back so no flies and critters won't come in. And I'll see you guys on the next show. But just remember now, I'm not just Tim. No, no, no. I am Tim's on demand. Oh my. All right, guys. Let's have and make it a great afternoon, great evening, and a great night. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.